The podcast is live.
We're live. Do you guys want a fancy
Welcome.
countdown like this? Or should we just skip it and go right into it?
I say let's do it. Let's
Here's the
have
countdown.
it.
All right.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello
Quick
again.
person intro.
Yes. Hello. My name is Caito. I am your community manager / Eldritch Terror / DM for this. And DM in this case stands for Doom Master because we're playing Mork Borg.
Kratar, you up?
Hello, I am Kratar, the forlorn philosopher, and I have no reason to live. Except for my pet skull, Mossy.
Mossy the pet skull.
Hmm.
Buffy?
Yeah, not much going on here, except that I have my doubts about Crater, and especially the sanity of her. So
Mm-hmm.
From what I've seen, that's a fine question. And I am Mork Borg. The name is just coincidental, I promise. There's nothing remarkable about me except for my only weapon is a human femur, and it's probably best if you don't ask any questions surrounding that. So we are playing in Tabula Sono. And we will just, I think, kick it off.
Sounds great. Before I do, because we are playing in Tabula Sono, and this is my very first time GMing in it, how do I group things? Can you tell me real quick?
Clickety-draggety.
Clickety-draggety. Oh, yeah, oh.
Now you can move them together.
Oh, hold on. Did that? No, it's not letting me.
And if you're joining in, I'm showing my screen, so we're seeing everything from me, the player's perspective. Caito, GM of Doom, has additional controls and such that she can work through to manipulate the scene and, I don't know, the fabric of reality.
Yes.
A bit much.
A little bit of that.
A bit much.
Ray, is that working for you? Are you grouped?
You can group them together.
No. What?
You can group them together. Just select both of them, then you can move them together.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking that I could do it where I didn't have to select them both each time.
Nope. Not until update
Nope.
3.
Update
Okay.
3. Coming soon-ish? Soon-esque?
Summer.
Soon adjacent. Ooh. Did you hear that, folks? The summer. Excellent. All right, friends. Shall we? Morkins and Borgans?
Aye.
All right. Let's set the scene. This adventure is called Rotblack Sludge. You can find it in the back of the Mork Borg campaign book. Very excited to be showcasing this game right now. This is Rotblack Sludge, or the Shadow King's Lost Heir. Picture the scene. The three of you find yourselves in a dank, damp dungeon prison. You are hanging by your wrists, shackled to the wall, and you hear the steady drip, drip, drip of water sliding down the slippery, mossy stone, the musty smell of wet earth and unwashed bodies permeates your nostrils. The three of you are facing execution for heretical theft. What did the three of you do?
Well, if you would point your attention towards this massive skull that Kratar is holding. We weren't originally supposed to have that.
Well then. As you dangle there, let us introduce what your characters look like. Let's give a quick description of what these characters look like. Starting with Kratar.
So Kratar is a drooping, hooded figure, holding my best friend, Mossy, who's a decaying human skull, coincidentally covered in moss. That's about it. Forlorn eyes.
Any
There-
defining
Yes.
characteristics about you? Any missing teeth, blackened fingernails?
The plainest, most forlorn being that has ever come into existence.
Ugh, what a tragedy. Mork Borg.
Mork Borg
What
is
do you like?
bald, is wearing a mask, kind of like Bane from Batman, which is
Mhm.
cool or otherwise not. And this, although is being represented as a sword presently, is actually a human femur. Everything else about Mork Borg is pretty unremarkable. You pass by him, you probably wouldn't even notice, except for the freaking mask and the human femur.
Except for the freaking mask and the human femur. The mask, which kind of spreads his teeth a little bit wide, and he's constantly like lapping up some drool there.
Yeah, man.
Buffy, our vampire slayer?
Loudmouthed and bitter. That's most remarkable thing. Also, I am an identity thief, so don't be surprised if I take the role of a DM somewhere.
Switch spots with you any day.
The only thing is I stutter when I'm lying. So
A tell.
Does this game have a poker night scenario? Because we'll do that next. Let's do that next.
There's certainly some that would be hilarious, and now I'm musing on that. Amazing. And as the party dangles here, seemingly lost in this prison cell, you hear the cell door open. And you hear the footsteps echoing across the wet stone floor as a cloaked figure wearing a half mask over their face, just covering to the brim of their nose. They pause at the bars and look at each of you individually and goes, "Well, I see we finally caught you."
I will look back. Mark looks back towards the captor and replies, "Yep, seems that way."
Indeed it does. I believe that you know that you are scheduled to be executed at dawn.
Yep, seems that way.
So
There
since
is-
we are scheduled for doom anyway, can you just at least let us down from where we're dangling?
And you see this kind of smile crack across this person's lips, and as you look a little bit closer, you notice that his lips are severely chapped, and as he smiles, they just kind of split and bleed a little bit, and he shows you this mouthful of these kind of yellowish teeth, some of them gray from death and decay, and he grins at you and says, Well, there is an opportunity for you, should you choose to take it. You see, the king's one true heir, his son, Aldon, is missing. Without an heir, the Shadow King will eventually be forced to hand his crown to his imbecile brother. Now, if you can get him back discreetly, wealth, life, and freedom will be yours. What do you say?
Okay, I'm in. Oh,
That was
and
easy.
just for the record, this is why I always wear my moisturizing mask. Look at that guy's teeth. It's just yeah. Ugh. Anyways,
He kind of clenches them together and
I'm in. You guys in? Sounds like a good alternative to the, alternative.
I
Certain
guess.
doom, whatever.
As
Doomed
long as
one way
Mossy
or the
can
other.
come with us.
Yeah.
you can bring your skull. But I don't know what use it would be to you. It is believed
Companionship.
that... Does it talk to you?
Oh, yes. Don't your companions speak to you?
Certainly, but they are alive.
Details.
Details indeed. Strange one. Now, since you've all agreed, I will tell you that it's believed that Aldon is imprisoned in an infamous underground locale. A place no free man would willingly go. A place called the Accursed Den.
Oh, is that why it's infamous? The whole accursion thing?
It's believed to be accursed.
It cannot be worse than where we're at now.
I assure you it probably is. And you see him just kind of occasionally like stare into the middle distance and then come back.
Mark will look over and try and see what he's looking at.
You kind of crane your head around and you just see the flat of the wall. It's a little bit, as you kind of have your hands hang, you like wave a hand like at his face, and occasionally he'll just snap back and look at you. This kind of like glazed over look on his face.
Mm.
Who are you, by the way?
I am one of the seers of the Shadow King. He sent me here to task you with this. Now, I can attempt to tell you a truth that I know about the den before you leave.
Okay.
I've been told that gases leak from holes and cracks in the walls, driving anyone who breathes them mad. And he glances off into the distance again, his eyes kind of like completely glaze over at this point. And he says, and an ancient man lives within a ruined room. Fear and avoid him.
Okay, so if I would just allow me a brief recap for me and my companions here. Tell me if I get anything wrong. I'll try and take it really slow so everyone can follow along.
Yes.
The king's son is missing. We got to go to the evil lair. It's got gas that comes out of the walls that makes you forget things and go mad. And did I miss anything?
There's a man
No,
who
the man.
lives in a ruined room. Fear and avoid him.
If you remember. Okay, so I will add man in the old room. No, old man in the new. Is the new room a thing, or is it an old man in the
Ancient
regular
man
room?
in a
Both
ruined-
are ruined.
Yeah.
Both are old.
Okay.
Both are old. Yes.
But the king is not. We didn't establish the king's age.
Oh, this is not. This is not the king.
No. But I just wanted to know: is the king old?
The king is old. He is.
No, he's old too.
He is the king.
Yeah, just I
He
had a
is the
feeling.
king.
I had a feeling everybody was old. So, hey, can you
Are
let
you
us down,
saying-
like from the shackles or whatever?
He reaches into his robes and pulls out this key ring. Puts a key into the locket. Goes over to each of you individually, intentionally unlocking your arms first, and then your legs. As you like dangle by one, you kind of like get a foot, find purchase on the ground, and then he lets you down, so you're standing, but your legs are still shackled. The intention being that you don't attempt to kick him in the face on the way down.
Well, good, because that was going to be my next question.
Can I kick him?
Can
in the
I
face?
kick him in the face?
Sounds
like
Kretar turns to Mork Borg and I'm like, stop trying to piss off the guy that might be our one hope at this abysmal life. Please.
Oh, yeah, you put it that way, it kind of makes sense. So, hey,
And while you're losing
Seer.
my shackles, I am feeling your rope if there is anything in there that has your identity.
like a driver's
Oh.
license,
Yeah.
Oh,
library card.
driver's license, library card. Okay, we're gonna get that. This will be the first roll of the game.
So the people that are watching that weren't here at the beginning, we're actually playing Mork Borg, and none of us have played that system before. So
We're
if
not
we get-
sure if it includes driver's license and library cards.
Yes,
right, in this ancient society.
we're just gonna Google driver's license check Mork Borg and see what comes up. So if we get any rules wrong or anything like that, and you happen to know the answer, just put it in chat and we can retcon it. Or if it's funnier or more fun, we might just ignore the rules.
I think this is a game where we might be ignoring a lot of rules. Let me have Buffy go ahead and make a presence check. So roll a d20 and add your presence modifier.
Eight and presence. Oh, she's is 0, so 8.
8. You don't find anything on his person. Not sure who he is. If he says who he is, you believe him.
He's the seer for the Shadow King guy. That's good enough for me.
I still don't know if I believe him, but
Difficult to say.
nothing for me to get there. So okay.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And as he undoes the feet shackles, he goes, "Very well. Come with me." He leads you out. You follow behind him, and it looks as though he's just kind of like floating across the ground. And he leads you out, and you step out into what would be considered midday sun, but the reality of this situation is the sun is never present in this place. It is continually gray, bleak, not unlike Chicago right now. And he points to you and says, "Just a few miles that way to the den," and points off into the distance. "There you will find what we are looking for. You'll bring him back in one piece, and you'll have your freedom and wealth beyond your wildest dreams."
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Do you happen to have anything that you could give us that will help us on this mission?
No.
Noted. Okay, also, sir,
Yes.
have you perchance noticed a aggressive looking golem anywhere abouts?
Aggressive looking golem.
Well, if you do, you never saw me.
All right.
Kratar kind of tries to wink.
Go ahead and make a presence check. See if you can charm this guy.
How about an 8?
You wink and it's just like, and he just kind of stares at you like, very well. Good luck.
All right,
And
we
he
better
just
keep moving,
turns and leaves.
people.
Cool.
All right.
Well, as we start walking off into the distance, he did mention that we'd have wealth beyond our wildest dreams. So, can we do like a travel montage?
Yes, absolutely.
Where Mark Borg just tells everyone about his wildest dreams, and they're like, "Oh my goodness! Oh, such shocking! What happens next?"
Yeah, and as you do, you're walking through, and it is like it's like perpetual midwinter with bare trees as you pass through. Occasionally, everything just looks gray. Occasionally, you walk past and you see like a felled deer that's kind of just rotting in the woods. That's clearly been scavenged by scavengers. Words are hard. And you
would you say they're more eviscerated or maimed beyond recognition?
I would say more maimed, just regular type maimed.
Okay.
So they've been chewed upon by creatures around. Occasionally you hear a snap of a twig and it makes you whip your head around. And as your travel montage, which I imagine is set to "Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down?" You arrive at the entrance. There's a set of stairs that lead downward here as you look into it. I have not implemented the fog of war trick that you are using, so just don't read ahead.
Oh, I can't even see anything.
You can't even see anything.
There's clearly not all these other rooms.
There's certainly not another room. There's not been another room here for 35 years.
As we approach the entrance to this den, can I please keep an eye out in all of this eviscerated wildlife? If any of them may have a intact skull, perhaps, that I could... I'm looking for a buddy for Mossy.
Go ahead. Let's see here. We've done a lot of presence checks, but I think this would make the most sense. We've got Mork Borg has 4 abilities, so we're gonna go ahead and have you make a presence check on that one.
Love it. That presence also happens to be the only skill in which I have a positive modifier.
Love this for you.
18.
18. Nice. Yes, you do manage to find a fully intact deer skull, probably from a female deer. It's kind of got, it's about that big. And it's been picked clean enough that it's you're not getting any kind of putrid flesh sloughing off of it, but you could certainly pick it up and make a friend for yourself.
All right, I tuck it in my cloak and whisper to Mossy that we'll have introductions later.
And you hear Mossy, because you're the only one who can hear Mossy. You hear Mossy shift around in your bag and kind of.
They'll work it out.
Yeah, they'll work it out. They'll be friends. As you make your way into this first room here, you notice you're hit by this stale smell. And lit oil lanterns hang from the ceiling. There's a small stream of water that crosses the room from holes in the walls. And you notice that there are these blackish violet butterflies that kind of flap haplessly over the water. And to the north, you see there are 2 wooden doors that are ajar. And you're hearing faint violin music from behind both of those doors.
Ooh. Creepy, I'm assuming?
A little discordant. Doesn't seem to be jolly, necessarily.
Okay. Anti-jolly.
Not ominous, but the phrase that's coming to mind is like dancing plague, where it's like sinister, but not necessarily harmful.
Okay,
You
so
know.
like in the Addams family home, it is what you would expect to find or hear in the parlor.
Yeah, something like that. It's entertaining to whoever is living here. Yeah.
Okay, cool. These little butterflies, I'm interested. So they're just like flittering over the water that's flowing through the little chamber.
Yes, indeed.
They're all black.
Kratar reaches out his short sword and toward the butterflies very gently and slowly. Almost
kind of
beckoning
just-
a butterfly.
As you do. Let me have you. We'll do another presence test on this one. I'm going to see if you can coerce this butterfly into landing on the tip of your short sword there.
16.
16. Yeah, you just see that two of these purple violet butterflies just kind of land and like flap their wings on the edge of your sword.
Mossy, do you see this? They're
You just hear from the
beautiful.
bag going. What do you do now?
Well, Buffy is shaking her head and still thinks that Crater is a little weirdo. So
Says the guy that felt up the guard. The first
True, you
chance
did
he
try
got.
that. I think in the interest of visibility, I'm going to lower these walls just so we can see what's happening.
Yer.
Kratar thrusts out the sword into Buffy's face and it's like, look at these butterflies. Look.
The butterflies stay put on the edge of the sword. They kind of teeter a little bit. And then just go back to flapping their wings.
Teetering butterflies. How deep is the water?
You could certainly step over it pretty readily. It's not very deep. It's kind of this like trickling stream that's passing through.
All right, I think I'm just going to walk over to the door. I'll go to the western door.
I'm going to go to the western door.
Come on, guys. The water's fine. It was just a turn of phrase. I didn't touch the water.
I will follow, but moving carefully so that I don't lose my butterflies.
I just really wanted to do that door feature.
Does Kratar not have feet? What's going on down there?
Well, we're in the Rotblack Sludge, so
Okay.
Well,
I don't know
Touche.
what my feet are.
not yet, you're not. Oh no!
Soft spot.
Let me get rid of these walls real quick. As you enter this room here, let me scooch myself over that way too. Boop, boop. So many great features. Okay.
Like how Buffy is just like sneaking, scooching everywhere.
Just
Sneak
sneaking and
scooching.
scooching. Sneaking and scooching.
It's good stuff.
putting my ear on
and
all the
speaking-
walls
speaking-
and doors to listen if there is something else that I can hear. So.
Classic door lurker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
Ta-da.
Kratar starts humming along to the discordant violin.
Mm-hmm. And you can hear Mossy from your bag going. As you enter this room is warm and bright, which is a bit of a jarring juxtaposition from the entryway room, and you do get this rotten smell. And you're hearing that faint, sad violin music. It's louder in this room. You're hearing it more so from the north of this room. There are 4 giant oil lamps, and there's a large wooden table with 20 chairs set there. There's mugs and plate and spoons, but there's no food or drink. And at the far end of the table is a bearded man. And he sits there, skin ashen gray, eyes dark, dressed in a dusty old cloak. And he stares at the table.
Hello! I will say very loudly unto him.
No response.
My name's Mark, and these are my friends. I don't remember their names, but that's not important. Do you have a king's son here, perchance?
Or some ID on you?
Are you going to do
No
a rope
answer.
check again?
I think so.
No answer.
No, I don't think he speaks English.
Does
Mork Borgian?
Does 17 is enough to go for a rope check?
Yeah, you could certainly reach into his robes. And as you do, he doesn't move. He doesn't move at all while you do this. And go ahead.
Could I gently extend my sword and try to show him the butterflies?
And as you do with your sword, just at the tip of his nose, presumably any person would recoil. He doesn't move at all. And as Buffy kind of rifles through his robes, looking for anything on his person, you don't find anything of note. You're not sure who he is. His robes, he's kind of in this dusty old cloak, but it's ornate. It looks like he is perhaps a noble of some kind.
Can
Do you
we
guys
do
think
a
that
check
this
if
is
he's
the
still
old man in
alive?
the old room?
You can certainly check to see if he's still alive. Go ahead and make a presence check. Presence check from Paul. Maybe.
Can I get a presence check on aisle 6, please? Paul,
Can we
aisle
get
6.
a Paul presence check from Paul?
Paul,
Oh,
roll the
A
dice
12.
and add the number to it.
that's 12.
A 12.
You're well versed.
And read
You
those
guys are rolling
private chat messages. Then you know what's going on.
Oh, check the private chat.
Oh, yes. Private chat message. Good.
Oh.
Good. 12 anyway.
As you reach over, you're well. That's great. Thank you.
Little brand placement moment.
Yeah.
there. Okay.
By the way, we're playing in Tabula Sono. Look, brand
didn't
placement.
notice.
Tabula Sono.
Link in bio.
Link in bio. Check
No,
it
look,
out.
watch this. Boom. Link down there.
Oh, love that.
Wait, how do
love
I get
that.
to it? Right there.
Wait, this way. There you
All right.
go.
Regularly scheduled programming.
Paul, as Buffy reaches out and places a hand, on the pulse of his neck, you do feel a faint oof of the rush of blood. Does seem to be alive.
Buffy, do you think this is the old man in the old room that we are supposed to fear and avoid?
Can I make an age of room check?
I would say that you don't necessarily even have to. It's the room is it appears that at once maybe there was great merriment that happened in this room, but the fact that all the place settings are still here, as if it were laid out for a table of 22 people, it's no longer used that way, and he is old.
Okay.
He is an old person.
Perhaps we should continue on and search for clues.
You guys don't want to like push him over or anything before we leave?
I'd prefer not.
Okay.
Ugh, fine.
Well, so how many doors we got on this here room?
You've got one door there to the west that is right near our Buffy. And you have another door. Let me verify. The other door's direction is... Boop, boop, boop. There's the door to the north on your west side, and then to the east is another door, and then the south is the wooden door that you just came through.
This guy for the east door?
Give me one sec. I'm in the wrong browser. That is the east door, correct.
Sweet. Well, in the interest of playing games and going through all of the rooms before you go to the boss room, let's go this way. You guys go with that?
I was there.
Sweet.
All right.
Let us proceed.
As you press through this door, the door is very creaky. And you hear from the other side, "Oi, what's that?"
It's me, Mark. You remember? I think we went to second grade together, Miss Johnson's class.
They go, "We don't know you." And as you walk into this room, you're hit with a rotten stench, even worse than the previous room. It is hot in here. There's a blazing fire in the fireplace. And you're hearing the violin music is even louder towards the north here. You see that there are 2 prison guards here. There's debris, and there's a wooden table with chairs. And you have these 2 guards that are standing there. You're seeing that they are kind of beaten down. They have these sharpened teeth. They look, bloodshot eyes. They're a little. They look rough. They look much. Everybody in this world looks rough.
It's a rough world.
It was a rough world. And they look at you and go, "What are you doing here?"
I guess I'll be like, we're looking for something and or someone specific. Have you guys seen people? A person?
We don't know about people or persons.
Okay. All right. I can't say that I'm surprised by that, but you mind if we just take a look around?
Yeah, we do mind.
Oh. Okay, well. Okay, guys, I'm out of ideas.
What is that awful smell?
What do you mean, awful smell?
Can I kind of thrust out my short sword and like flick it a little bit and try to like fling the butterflies toward them?
Yeah. Let's have you make an
Did you just
agility
invent a
check
skill?
just to see if you can direct these butterflies at them. Go ahead and make an agility check for me.
Oh boy. Okay. That'll be a
That's
5.
A 5.
The most gentle use of a sword ever. I fling
It's-
butterflies at them with my sword.
Aha! Swashbuckling. As you do, the butterflies just kind of like they just cling to the edge of the blade, like, "Huh, huh." And the guard goes, "Are you threatening me?"
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure that my butterflies are happy. And I just pull the sword blade back to myself. Can I reach out and try to touch one of the butterflies with my finger?
Sure. As you do, you lay a delicate finger and you just tap the butterfly, and its wing is kind of velvety. It's a little soft.
So
Yes.
nice. I just turn to the corner and start murmuring at them softly.
Whispering to the butterflies. All
Yeah.
right.
Be like, okay, well, Buffy, I guess it's just you and me. Kratar's doing the Kratar thing again, so you want to do? Hang on, guys. Just give us just 1 minute. We're just talking about what we. Okay. So what do you want to do?
Not 1 minute, and they pull out their swords.
No, seriously,
I wa-
just 1 minute. We just need 1 minute.
I was about to do another rope check, but
I'm gonna have you. This is how we're gonna roll initiative because Mork Borg is different. I'm
Okay.
gonna roll a d6, and a 1 through 3, the enemies go first, and on a 4 through 6, you all go first. So here we go. I rolled a 2, so these enemies are gonna go first. All right. This one, let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out logistically at the same time. All right.
You can alter their colors if you want to in the sidebar.
I
if you do
can
the
alter their colors.
color override.
What a fabulous feature of Tabula Sono.
Oh, I wasn't ready. Say it again.
Wait, hold on. What a fabulous feature of Tabula Sono. I am foolhardily running running the game out of one browser, and I'm running the guidebook out of another browser. Okay. So as he pulls out this one here, I can. Tell me how I color override? Would you please?
Open up the tree menu, then the sidebar, and then click on the one
sidebar.
that you want to edit.
Doot.
And then once you have
Click
that people
on-
selected,
Got it.
you can change it there.
Kratar crouches in the corner and pretends not to notice anything going on.
You might need to unassign them first. So if they're assigned to you, just unassign them, and then they'll take whatever color you give them.
Aha. Beautiful. So this guy's going to be... He's going to be an orangey color, and the other one's going to be an evil-looking red.
Change that
All
color
right.
again. That was cool. Do it again. He like
Do the colors-
went through all the
color
colors of
swipe?
the rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Boop. Okay, I'm going to do it to the other one. Custom color. Oh, ready?
Mm.
Can you paint with all the colors? Wow. Wow.
Such good marketing content.
Actually,
All
I
right.
really love that.
It's cool, right?
Ray, I have another idea.
Yep. Noted.
I already know what it is.
Yep.
The Rainbow Monsters plugin.
Oh my gosh. It's for our June game. June game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
excited.
already know how I'm gonna do it. All right. So cool. We're fighting, I guess.
You're fighting. We're gonna try this fight mechanic here, and hopefully I don't totally botch this as your game master. So I will say amongst the three of you, go ahead and each of you roll me a d6 and let me know whoever has the highest number is going to be the first one to go for that one.
We should just tell you if it's the highest, because mine's the highest.
I am a 3.
Oh, okay, it's not the highest.
What'd you get, Jim?
2.
Ray, what'd you get?
2.
Let's have Jim and Ray roll again.
2.
1.
All right, so the order will then be Buffy, Mark, and Kratar. All right, but it's going to start with the guards, and it's going to be this one here, who is going to attempt to move towards you. I believe this is Mark here. Okay, and is going to make an attack on you. But here's the cool thing about Mork Borg: when he makes an attack, it is rolling against your defense rather than rolling an attack versus AC. So what I will need you to do is, Jim, go ahead and give me an agility roll.
Agility. Got my character sheet up. I have a +2. Is that a
Great.
D20 +2?
D20 plus 2.
13.
13. You succeed as this sword comes swinging through the air and attempts to catch you across the collarbone, and you duck out of the way. This one here, noticing how weird Kratar is being, is going to make his way over, and he pulls a femur bone out to match the femur bone of Mark there, and is going to make an attack roll. Go ahead and make an agility check for me, Ray. So
Okay. Well, Kratar, being not the most agile being that's ever existed, rolls a 2.
okay. That does not succeed as this femur bone comes swooshing down. You are going to take 1 point of damage.
Oh dear.
How many hit
dear,
points do you
indeed.
have? I only have 2, so.
I have 3.
Oh, you good.
My
Same
Yeah, you
butterflies
fine.
give me strength of soul.
Butterflies give you strength of soul. All right, then we'll cut it over to whoever's going first, which I believe is Buffy.
Mm.
If Buffy can hear me.
Yeah, no, I
So-
can hear you.
What
I'm
are his options here?
You can. Let's see. Let's take a look. You what character you're playing? No, you're playing an acolyte. What's your character?
Heretical priest.
Heretical priest. I believe that we had talked about your scrolls. So your options are: you can use your weapon, whatever weapon you may have. You could
Short.
you could attempt to use a scroll, one of your powers. So that would be like casting a spell.
Mhm.
You let me know if you would like to go that direction with it. You can, because I believe you have scrolls, don't you? Which of my characters have scrolls here?
I have 1.
I don't
have
have
one.
scrolls. I've got omens, but I've got no scrolls.
Okay. Keep in mind your
Oh, do I
omens
have-
as well while we play, because omens give you the option to re-roll, things like that. They're there to kind of be your lucky save on things. Kat intervened on this one. I had to catch her before she went for my D20. So in that case, because you don't have any scrolls available to you, you would be able to use your melee weapon or whatever weapon you have.
Oh, well, I've got 2 because I've got the crowbar that I have as a weapon, but I also have a short sword. So
You choose whichever one you'd like.
both are a D4, so it doesn't matter. So let me do with the sword, since I have that in my hand anyway.
Sounds great.
I'm gonna attack that one, and it is a
Great.
D4. Oh, do I first need to hear if it lands?
Yes, correct. So you're going to go ahead and make a strength roll. You do a strength test on this.
I did roll a 3, by the way. Do I
You
need
rolled a
to
3?
have a modifier on that or not?
Yes, whatever your modifier, your strength modifier is there. If you look,
Yes.
For those of us watching at home, that it's that center column that says all of your skills. So
I forgot that Mark Borg has a small vicious dog.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
his
forgot.
His name is Dog.
Dog.
Bork Borg.
Bork. Okay, changing the dog's name now to Bork Borg.
Oh no, that's so stupid. I love it. Buffy, where are you at with that roll? How'd that go for you?
Well, I said that I had a 3, but do I need to apply any modifiers on it?
Just your strength modifier for your abilities.
Oh, that is -1, so I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2,
Should be
which
fine.
unfortunately will not hit. Although it is not a critical failure, you did not hit though, or as we call it in Mark.
It was a D4 that I needed to roll, correct?
Oh no, you roll a D20
No.
to check to see if it hits.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, you're okay.
My boy.
This will probably be a less embarrassing roll. That's my guess.
Fingers crossed on that one.
You think? It was a 7 -1 is 6.
Less embarrassing. It is less embarrassing.
Still not good enough.
Oh my god. Yes, that won't hit, unfortunately. I'm sad to say, but you didn't die yet. So let us then go ahead over to I believe it was Kratar. Who is next?
Mark
Borg
next, and then Kratar.
Oh, Kratar is last. Okay, so Mork
What
That
I like,
one.
if I wanted to have Bork Borg bite, would that be
Yes.
like instead of doing a melee attack?
No, I would let him attack separately.
Okay, cool.
So you'd get
Well,
an
then-
attack and he would get an attack.
I'll take my attack first with my human femur.
Do you want me to drop that little corgi minion for?
Yes.
I really do.
There's also a blink dog mini that looks like
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
do the blink
Which
dog.
one do you want a blink dog?
Yeah, he even has the
Okay.
little medallion thingy that makes him look like Scooby Doo.
Oh my god.
But certainly not copyright infringement or trademark infringement.
Blink Durg.
Give me that
Everyone
blink
can
Durg.
see. Blink Durg.
Yeah.
Lork door.
There you go. There you go.
Look
Look
at
at that
him.
that best goodest boy. He's gigantic though. I'm gonna scale him down a little bit. Because he's supposed to be a small but vicious dog.
Yes. And look, he's so teensy. Love it. And
How about
then
that?
yeah. Okay.
You know what? We're gonna split the dip. We're gonna go with a I'm gonna change the scale to a 30. There we go. Is that too small for you?
Nope. I think it's
Okay.
wonderful.
Great.
It's just small enough to fit inside my purse.
Yes,
Yeah.
tiny. This tiny dog is like kind of patches of just mange, and he only obeys you.
Wonderful. Okay, so then I will say, good boy, Bork Bark, bite, and point at the orange guy.
All right, so go ahead and roll a melee attack. So we're testing strength here to see if this works.
That is I rolled a 2. My strength modifier is -2, so 0.
Technically, yes.
You rolled even better than I did.
Technically, yes. So yes, the bite doesn't work. He just chomps thin air.
Numb.
Nom. Chomp chomp.
Yeah. See, that's what I get for feeding him all the time.
Yeah,
He's just
fair.
not hungry when it counts.
I know. Kids these
Well,
days.
Luckily, I have a femur, so I will swing that at him myself.
Yeah, go for it.
Roll the 20. mean anything?
Ooh. Yes, it does. Let's talk about a crit in this game. So you are going to deal double damage, and also their armor is reduced down one tier. So
Noise.
you're gonna crack this leather armor that he's wearing.
All right. Well, let's do it then. So now I roll my damage,
Yes.
which is a D4 for a human femur.
Yep. So you'll
other
roll
do other femurs do more damage? Like, can I upgrade to like an elephant femur later on?
I mean, honestly, we could talk about this. I'd be very interested in seeing what that would do. But it'd be very heavy, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, okay. So if I double 1, I get 2. So that's good.
2 hit points is better than no hit points. So yeah, I mean, you managed to hit him hard enough that you kind of cracked the leather plate that he was wearing. It seems as though he doesn't really take care of it. He hasn't oiled the leather, so it was just kind of crispy anyway. So you cracked it, and now he is down a tier in terms of his armor and protection. So that additional D2 he's not going to get.
Yeah.
All right. That cuts over to Kratar, who we are going to change the name every single time we say it.
Kratar slowly extends his sword toward this guard that's in front of him and kind of glances at Mork Borg and then thrusts his sword and says, "Good boy, butterflies, bork bark," and see if anything happens.
Wait, what are you attempting to do?
Command
She
my
got-
butterflies to
She
bite.
got jealous of my biting dog, and she wants her butterflies to bite.
Butterflies attack.
The butterflies stay put. The 2 butterflies kind of stay put and wobble on your sword a little bit.
They will wobble, but they don't fall down.
Correct. 1000%.
He sternly eyes the butterflies. We'll discuss this later. And then I will. Well, I don't particularly want to try to stab the guard with my butterflies on the sword.
I forgot there was a table here. My bad. Are you going to remove your butterflies? What would you like to do?
Could I try to transfer the butterflies from the sword to Mossy, perch them on Mossy's head?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just like peanut butter, you just kind of slide them off on top of Mossy. There.
Perfect. And then I let out a rageful roar and try to hit this guard with my sword.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, goodness. And not that it matters, but I apply strength modifier to my hit roll.
Yes, so you're testing strength. Yep. That's a D.
That
D20
will
plus strength.
be a 4.
A 4 to hit. Will not hit, unfortunately.
A4.
Unfortunately.
I was going to make a "you sunk my battleship" joke when you said A4, but I decided not to. So
You've blessed us this day.
Yeah.
All right, back to the top of the turn order with this guy. If I can ping him. Hold on. There we go. That guy. I had to ping a lot. Sometimes my computer's like, what are you doing? This guy is going to make an attempt on you, Buffy. So I need you to make a defense roll. Go ahead and roll me a D20. We're testing agility.
Okay. 20 roll.
I forgot I scaled these guys down slightly. What'd you get?
Take that. 16.
16.
Ooh.
Yes, you just swing and a miss completely, and you duck underneath it as he kind of cuts through the air.
Sure.
This guy here is going to attempt to make an attack on you, Kratar. So go ahead and give me a defense roll. So this is we're testing agility.
My God.
So roll me
Okay,
roll
I'm
me a D20.
not exaggerating or being theatrical here, but that is a 1.
And what was your agility modifier again?
My agility modifier is -3.
And
have a
I'm really
fail?
sad to say that you take 2 points of damage and you are considered broken. So what broken means is go ahead and roll. Oh. Where is broken? I'm finding it. Here we go. Broken. Give me a D4 and hope you don't get a 4.
Yeah. She got a 4.
It's a 4. The 4's on top.
Oh no. The 4's on top? Wait.
4. She
Show
got
me
a
your
4.
die. Oh no. Oh no. Kratar.
I fall to my knees. As my with my dying breath, can I toss Mossy with his butterflies toward who's the one in the green?
We're
Yes.
both
Mork.
You can.
That's Mork Borg.
Oh, I'm tealish.
I toss. Ooh. Hey. I toss Mossy and the butterflies toward Mork Borg.
You do, and the butterflies, they just stay attached to Mossy, and you hear Mossy just go as he sees you fall to your knees and fall
And I will
face
pour
first.
one out for Kratar.
And then drink it.
Our first casualty.
Wait, so am I dead for
Yes.
real?
So look
You're
at the
considered
stream. I was following along in the little reference chart. So when you fall down to 0 HP, you roll a D4, and you got the one where it says dead.
All right.
This game is relentless. I've heard it compared to Elden Scrolls or Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Rather, some
Wow.
gamer is screaming at me right now, being like,
Wait,
"That's not what it's called."
Can
You
I
got it
use
right
an
on the
omen
second try.
to re-roll my broken roll?
Yes, yes, you
Oh.
can. We can retcon this because we forgot about omens. Yes, you can.
So
Okay.
omens are.
I need to omen my broken roll.
Is this you can take? I think that's what this is. So maximum damage, or you can re-roll,
Correct.
or take -6 damage, lower the difficulty rating by 4, or undo your crit or fumble. Can you pick
Yes.
which one of those things you do?
Yes, you can.
Oh, nice.
Because you only get an X amount of omens per day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like your do-over. I had to get some light in here. It's so dark. It's too dark even for Mork Borg.
So we all just glimpsed an alternate or a possible future that may not come to pass.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Ray, you get to pick which of those you would like to do in terms of your omen. If you need a refresher on it, Jim, can you pull up that tab again?
What does maximum
It's
damage
at the bottom.
do?
At the bottom right. I think that's if you're going to roll a d4, just call it 4.
I see. Okay.
Yes. So yes, for omens, I'm looking through my own sheet.
So you can take -d6 damage. So if you rolled a d6 and got a 2 or higher, you'd be fine.
You could re-roll a dice. So you could do that. You could take a gamble and re-roll what you rolled to see if you succeed on the DR. You could, lower, like Jim was saying, lower the damage dealt to you by d6, which they rolled a 2. So theoretically, if you roll a d6, you could do pretty well for yourself by not dying.
3, 4,
Or
5, 6.
neutralize that fumble in it's not called a failure it's called a fumble in this game.
Nice.
Mhm. And what does DR -4 mean?
DR is the difficulty rating, so
Okay.
you're taking a -4. So DR, knowing
That
that
would be bad for
12 is that kind of median level,
Mhm.
but when you're lowering a test, if there's something like, your defense is a DR 12, you could lower that to a DR 8 and succeed. So,
But now if you lowered it, that would mean it would make it easier for him to hit you anyway. So
Yeah. So
no, it would make it easier for her to succeed because it's a defense. She's making the defense roll.
okay. So the target becomes lower. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we're gonna retcon anyway, I think I'll do the minus a d6 of damage and hope that
Go
I
ahead and roll.
roll not a 1
Go.
or a 2.
Yep.
3.
Hey, there you go. So he did not make any damage on that roll there. I'm going to give you, because we used an omen and because you were so creative with pulling that back up there for a second, I'm going to give you a little insight. Those butterflies, boy, there's something about them that's really appealing. Something really delicious looking about them.
Your near-death
Anyway.
They're
experience.
so velvety as well.
They're so velvety and rather delicious looking.
Kratar giggles and turns back to the corner.
I'm glad we didn't lose Kratar. I was not ready to lose anybody yet. Okay. Where are we in the turn order? I should have built a turn order, but I didn't.
I think it's Buffy.
I think it's
Both the
Buffy.
dudes went, right?
Yes, both
Okay.
the dudes went.
Okay. Since I had no luck with this guy, I moved to the other guy.
Oh, look, no attacks of opportunity.
And I'm stabbing him in the back, it looks like. Oh, well.
Certainly. Go ahead and make an
it.
attack roll.
D20. First a D20, correct?
Yes, you roll your d20 and you're going to add your strength to that.
14 and strength is -1, so 13.
13 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
The D4. A 3.
A 3. And this one had already been damaged, correct? I should have been writing this down. Was it that one that... Oh, no, it was the other one that had been damaged.
The other one was damaged as being from... He was run down in his armor, but this one was still as is.
And the other one... Yeah, the other one took 1 hit point of damage. Was that correct?
It was either
Nope.
1 or 2, but you do. Oh, yeah, it was 2 because I doubled it with my thingy.
Aha, yes.
Crit.
I'm going to make notes in my... Look, I can change the... Oh, you can't see it on my screen, but I can change their names and write in their hit points. Isn't that fun?
Update 3
All right.
adds notes, so you can add any arbitrary things about that being that you want.
Love it. Like poisoned or what have you.
Update
Excellent.
3 coming this summer.
On Tabula Sono.
Link in bio.
Link in bio.
Oh, here. Link right here in front of my face. Instead of my
Link
face.
right there in front of his face on that link tree. All right, friends. That'll take us to Mork Borg.
My turn.
Your
What was
turn.
the effect of the 3 hit points to this red guy, by the way?
You dealt 3 points of damage to him.
Yeah.
He been
Yeah.
hit.
And
He done
it
got hit. Oh, it did
Hey.
hit. Yep.
But he's
I'm
not
gonna scale
squishy
you all
like that.
down slightly just because
Yeah,
these guys are so much smaller than you.
small bad guys.
Why
Well,
does it
speaking
say
of
scale?
small, I will ask my dog. What's his name again? I already forgot. Mork Borg. I'll say good
Mork Borg.
boy, Borg, bite.
Yeah.
And try and get him to bite the orange dude.
Bite the orange dude. Bite him.
Does he have a...
Oh.
Wait.
Big.
What happened was...
I was like, there we go. That's a good size skull.
yeah.
So I'm doing his D12, but he's a creature, and it
Yes.
says that creatures don't get a thing. So I just roll the D12.
Great. Yes.
I mean,
yes.
roll the D20. and hope that
Roll a
it's more-
d20, no modifier.
Yeah, it was 16.
16 hits. Go ahead and deal some bite damage.
Bite him. 2.
2. As he latches on to this guy's ankle and just.
Bork, bork, bite, bite.
Scully was really mad that I made that sound just now. She was like, "Excuse me." She's sitting right next to me, like, "Huh?"
Here, let me just do a quick.
Yeah. Chomp.
Bite him in his knee.
Well, here.
Bite him right on the
no,
knee.
we'll go down to ankle level, right?
Okay.
Go down to ankle level. Just get in there. Nerp, nerp, and then he's done.
Chomp, chomp. All right. That brings us to Mark Bark.
Good boy.
Oh, the regular me. I will
The regular
swing
type.
my human femur at this guy so hard, or maybe not so hard. Let's find out.
Let's find out, shall we?
D20
D20
that's
plus
strength, right? My strength
Yep.
is -2. Yeah, I will not swing at him very hard at all.
Bonk. As you just thunk him on the head, and he kind of shakes his head a little bit, like, "What?" After he had gotten bitten in the ankle.
I rolled a 4, by the way, which would make
Well,
my total 2. So I assumed that wasn't enough.
That just won't do it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to Kratar, Crouton.
Kratar.
Kratar.
With nothing
keep
to
forgetting.
live for anyway. I still crouched. I slowly turn. Oh goodness. Come back, Mossy. Hold, please.
Hold for Mossy.
Hold
All
for
right.
Do you need me to
Oh
joke him?
goodness.
Oh, I rescaled you, and I think I ruined life. I'm sorry. There he is.
All right.
He's looking into your eyes with his dead
Oh,
eye
goodness.
sockets.
Woo! What is the
You can-
meaning of life? Kratar slowly turns around, still crouched, and just with something coming over me, I just bring Mossy up to my face and just very gently, I just try to lick one of the butterflies.
Sure. And as you lick one of these butterflies, you feel this strange sensation take over. And it feels warm and delicious. And you'd like a little bit more.
I chomp the butterfly and swallow it whole.
And you just go ahead and heal 1d6 hit points.
Oh, yes. 4. I don't even have that many hit points.
4. But heck, you're all healed up.
I wink at the remaining butterfly.
And
sitting on
it kind
top
of just sits there like, just having
does
seen you
that count
chomp
as
it.
my turn?
No, you get an action to attack.
Oh, yes.
I
Okay.
know, things are different in this one.
Come on, Mossy. We
You want to
slowly
play some more
stand. We
It's
very
quite slow.
stand.
It's like me getting up in the mornings.
Kratar has not had the coffee yet. And then I will attempt to stab a red guy with my sword.
Get him. Get him. Go ahead and make your
Renewed
strength
vigor
roll.
in my rolls. I feel it coming. Oh, yes. All right. Subtracting my strength. That's a 15 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage on Captain Red Guy.
2.
Is that a sword?
It's a sword, a short sword.
Is that a D4?
Yes.
Noise.
2. Excellent. Yes. Okay. That will be the end of your turn, I believe it. Yes?
I'd like to turn back toward the corner. I'm sorry that Mossy is flying.
I can
No.
Can I adjust? Am I able to adjust Mossy?
Please. Please.
There you go. Oh wait, other hand. There you go.
And I'd like to gently whisper to Mossy and the remaining butterfly, "We've got this." And I crouch back down in the corner.
This is so creepy. I love it. That will bring us to the top of the turn order with this guy, red guy, no, orange guy,
Orange guy.
This guy right here. He is going to move in here towards you, friend. Oop.
That's me.
Wahaha. Go ahead and make a defense roll for me.
46.
A
Or
6?
12, whichever is lower. 12.
Say that. Wait, say that again.
12.
You rolled a 12?
12.
That's exact. 12. Will you say it again?
12.
Did you add your agility modifier to it?
Indeed.
That is just enough to duck underneath this attack from this short sword. This guard here turns to you, Buffy, and makes an attempt on to attack you. Go ahead and make an agility check for me, Buffy.
Looks pretty agile. It's been standing on one foot for like an hour and a half now.
Yeah. 12.
12, exactly what you needed. You defend yourself against this brigand, which I then believe it becomes your turn in the turn order.
About to kick him in his face.
Go for it. Oh, that's brilliant.
Anyway, I attack the guy with my sword, short sword. So.
Go for it. This angle is hilarious, by the way.
An
We don't
11.
have to make any inappropriate comments because they're all up here.
Oh yeah.
They're all. Wait, I didn't see your face when you did that. What? Oh, up in there, up in the stockpiled in there.
Yep.
An 11 unfortunately doesn't hit as you rear back into the air, attempting to bring your short sword down, and he just kind of swooshes out of the way. That brings us to our doggo friend and doggo owner.
So
Mark,
I have a crack
Mark.
in my you can't see it, but there's a little crack in my mug up there towards the top. I want to focus.
I can see it. Oh no.
Anyways, so I keep drinking it like this because I feel refined when I drink it this way, but that puts the crack right here and it just like dribbles down my chin.
No.
So
Yeah.
Terrible.
oh well.
Can't win.
I guess I'll just ask my dog to bite somebody then.
Yeah, do it.
So good boy. Bark, 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 bite, bite, bite the guy.
Bark, bark, bike, Borg.
Bike Borg.
10.
10. Unfortunately, not enough. Not enough
Right.
to pierce the thick armor hide.
I'll be like, bad boy, bark, bark. Good grief.
Aw.
And
Or bark,
and then
bad
I will
bark.
swing my femur.
Swing my
him.
femur. Go ahead and swing a femur. Don't forget that you have
9.
omens and you have powers as well.
Yeah, I'm going to use my omen because it was a 9. I just, if I did a -4, then it would work, right? If I use the omen that's like...
To lower the DC or
Yeah.
lower the DR on it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I got a 9 and then okay, cool. Well, let's do that then. So I got a 9, but -4, so that should work.
Consider it a hit. Go ahead and deal your damage. Let's help you max out.
4. I did.
A 4. Excellent.
Got a 4.
As you
4.
rear back your femur and just crunch it, and you just see the helmet dent in where you attempted to bonk him before. You just like made this specific little dent where it just landed brilliantly the second time around as you clonk and you hit him so hard that he.
Get femered, mother effer. I assume that's what
Femur.
Mark Borg would say.
How to.
It's a little impaled.
Wait, up. Now he's dancing with you. Up. I was
Shall we
attempting to
dance?
tilt him. Rotate on the which axis?
Anything but the Y.
Rotate
X
on
or
anything.
Z.
But,
Yeah, goodbye. Oh, no, there he goes. Up on the
Oh.
dog. Oh, crap.
Oh no! Watch out, Mork Borg.
right on top of Borg. I can't in good faith do it as he hits the table. This guy here, seeing his friend perish so horribly, runs out the door this way and vanishes.
Yeah, you better run.
You are out of combat, my friends.
Kratar stands. Wow.
Hey,
I'm
Buffy, you want to
hungry.
come? You want to come check this guy for identification?
I would say so.
Did we notice any food on the table with 20 place settings in the previous room?
There was specifically not food.
Hmm.
There was no
Creepy.
food there.
Are you
Yep.
Captain Morganing a corpse right now?
Or no. Would you like to check the room?
Please.
Yeah. I still want to know what that smell was. Did we get a sense that it was the guys, or was there something else in the room making it smell bad?
They didn't smell great, but you're getting the sense that the deeper you go into this den, the worse it smells.
Is it like rotten smell,
It is a rotten smell. Stench, if you will.
like a rotten flesh smell, or more like a rotten banana smell?
Make a presence check.
Okay. 12 plus
12.
1, 13.
It is a rotten flesh smell.
I got to mark off one of my omens. I forgot to do that.
Yes, don't forget to mark off your omens.
I'm going to use ooh, that's cool. I'm going to do Roman numerals next to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good idea.
Good call.
Now it looks like I have 31 omens.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
It is a rotten flesh smell that you're picking up on.
Okay. I will let my colleagues know. And I will say, y'all. Can we use that word here? Does that word make sense in this world?
Yeah, I'd let
Y'all.
it alone. I don't know.
Okay.
Let it happen.
Well, I'll
Can I do it?
abbreviate it. I will say, you all, colon. That smell, I have identified it as rotting flesh. Do with
Oh,
that
yeah.
information what you will.
Yuck. Let me have is everyone ransacking the room?
Oh, yes.
Total
Let me
ransackage.
have total ransackage. Let me have each of you roll a d6.
This is what ransacking looks like, by the way.
Yeah, I'll go get the other side. 5.
I ransack
5.
at a level 4.
I only 2, but I still have to ransack this body as well because we need to know if he has any identification on him. So
You do manage, Buffy, to find some sort of identifier. It's the equivalent in this universe of like a key card. He is indeed one of the guards, and he works for a man named Fletcher. So do with that information what you will.
well, at least I will take that key card and put that in my backpack. So
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, that's my wall. You can just say to your side of the room, thank you.
Hey,
I'm ransacking over here.
there's plenty of... Why don't you go ransack the table?
Okay. I'll ransack the table.
Okay. Jim, you rolled a 5?
Yep.
Okay, from there, go ahead and give me another D6 roll.
D6. 6.
A 6. You find a small box about the size of a matchbox, and you slide it open, and there is a tiny kind of jewel-toned beetle just skittering around in there.
Ooh. I will
I
look
would
at
like
it
to
and then just
eat-
like
I would like
close
to
it really
eat
quickly.
your beetle if you are open to it, Mork Borg.
Oh, I'm gonna go with no. But thank you so much for the offer. I really appreciate that.
Mork Borg
no.
goes back to ransacking.
I will pocket the little box for use later.
Excellent. You have a small beetle. It's harmless, but it does bite.
I'm counting on it. I'm raising
Yep.
my army of very small minions.
Yes, small insectoids in this. And Kratar, what did you roll?
A 4.
A 4. You found an urn with a fine powder inside of it. It is a poison. And this poison has a difficulty rating of 14. So if ingested, you would have to succeed on a 14, or you would take 1d8 of damage to your hit points.
Goodness. I glance at Mossy and I say, "We've got this." And then I put both the poison urn and Mossy into my bag.
Brilliant.
Mossy
I
the
think
skull.
that Mossy the Skull. I think for today, I was just reading our private chat. I think for today that might be a great stopping point. We've done combat, we ransacked a room, and we can pick it up next week, I believe.
And we survived.
You survived because you were smart and used your omens and all of that. So, yeah, let's call it here for tonight since it is a Friday. And let our friends go enjoy their Fridays.
It's Friday.
Gonna get down on Friday.
I don't know any of the words
What have
other
you
than
done?
That's all the
literally the
words.
word
That's
Friday.
it. That's the words. Them's the words.
So I did the last job that I left, I made a Slack bot that anytime anyone said the word Friday, it would post random lyrics from the song.
You really did
I
just
recently-
leave them something to remember you by.
Oh, I did, and I put it on the last day, and then I recently contracted for them, and it's still there. This was like 4 years ago, so yep.
Nice.
And then
Amazing.
they left all of my privileges intact. So like when they reactivated me, so I made another one so that anytime anyone types the word gem, it just throws up a little tombstone, a little rip emoji. So I think that one's still there too.
Amazing.
Cute.
Yep.
Hey,
Brilliant.
did you guys notice that eating the butterflies heals you?
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
We might need to make a trip back to the Black River.
Right.
The black
Gather up all the
string.
butterflies.
Mhm.
I'm very interested to see what the beetle's going to do if we eat it.
Oh,
So I
if you
did-
let that beetle get too close to Kratar, I will immediately swallow it.
Oh, that's why I just close up the box.
Hey,
My
but the
deal.
beetle attacks as well, so I mean, you might not want
Right.
to eat it.
Does it bite on the way down? That's the question. Maybe I do
I
want
feel
to
like
let Kratar
in
eat
this game, absolutely.
it. Probably.
I've got nothing to live for anyway.
All right. Well, we'll
All
end
right,
it
friends.
here. Thanks everyone for watching. Here, let's do another just like overly obnoxious marketing moment. Everybody, look straight into the camera and smile. How's that? Is that good? We good?
We love it.
All right. I'm gonna play the trailer and then we're just gonna leave. So bye, everyone.
Playing D&D online shouldn't be complicated. That's why we created Tabula Sono. It's a free 3D virtual system for playing tabletop RPGs online with your friends. It's simple and out of the way, so you can focus on gameplay and collaborative storytelling rather than managing complex tools. There are no system-specific rules or mechanics to get in your way. Just like using a battle mat in person, The Game Master can draw walls and add miniatures in real time. You can also take advantage of Sono's massive free library of miniature tokens. Have a mini you've created online? Pull that in along with almost any other 3D format, including STL, FBX, or OBJ. Change scene settings to set the tone of your world and create dynamic transitions. Have a favorite 2D map you've created? You can import that too. Tabula Sono isn't just for one game system or rule set. It's for everyone and all TTRPGs. Just send out your game link and players join right from their own browsers. For free. There are no downloads, nothing to install. Let's bring the magic of in-person gaming online with Tabula Sono. Support our Kickstarter February 1st through March 3rd. So let's play.